This is strange. One of our servers is being pinged constantly from the Wi-Fi of a particular Star Roger coffee.
What's that got to do with the price of tea?
Yes, I thought it was noise at first too, but then I decoded the pings. It's Morse code. 3 letters repeating over and over.
Do go on.
S-O, wait for it, S.
We should take a gander. Tell me how to get there. Miss? Is this a joke? I've moved past flip phones, you cheeky ass.
It's a cryptophone. It's secure. Every device on CTOS can be compromised. If we're overheard, we're dead. Both of us.
Who is this?
Not important. What matters is that I have inside information on SIRS, and I believe the people who framed you are rogue officers. And loath as I am to say it, DedSec may be my only hope to stop them.
We'll talk, but you better be fucking impressive.
Good. I hid coordinates to a meeting place on a device in that establishment.
Bagley? Sabine? What are we getting into here?
All right, that's a wrinkle. So this SIRS bloke says Zero Day are a bunch of Secret Service dickheads. I mean, I suppose it does make sense. The bombings were too sophisticated for randos, but SIRS could pull it off.
Officially, SIRS, or the Signals Intelligence Response Service, uses surveillance data drawn from CTOS to identify large-scale terrorist and criminal threats. Then they send Albion to shoot the threats in the face. For example,
And in the wake of escalating violence in London, the SIRS is extending the right to use lethal force to law enforcement and Albion securities.
unofficially, SIRS uses your data to read your mind and arrest you for having naughty thoughts.
So we have means and opportunity, which leaves motive. SIRS are fascist pricks, but they're supposed to stop groups like Zero Day from doing terrorist shite. Why cause one? When you meet this guy, ask.
Well, shit. The SIRS fellow isn't here, and it looks like there was a fight. What should we do?
SIRS may be onto him. If you get access to the area's surveillance infrastructure, I can rebuild the scene in AR.
Fine, if I get round to it.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
That appears to be our contact.
Dear God.
Yes, it certainly doesn't look like his best day, does it? Analyze the clues in the AR workspace to find out what happened to him. This is a non-lethal weapon, so odds are he's still alive, though he may not want to be. They've taken our SIRS contact away, but they may still be nearby. I can reconstruct the vehicle's path from unsecured CCTV recordings. That should allow you to follow it. It looks like our contact's assailants stopped here, but I can't see them nearby. Let's analyze the data to see if we can find out where they went.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Our contact's assailants are switching vehicles to elude pursuers, which is standard operating procedure for private military burks like Albion.
The mercenaries? Thought it'd be SIRS.
What can I tell you? They're mercenaries. If you keep looking, you might find out why they're interested in an SIRS whistleblower. I've completed a thorough analysis of the vehicle and concluded it is a van.
Oh, don't be cheeky, Bagley. What else can you tell me?
Well, I could also mention that the minute traces of sand in the tyre tracks indicate that it's been on a construction site recently. But you know me, hate to sound like a smartass. I've been scanning nearby construction yards for Albion activity and, long story short, some dozy git has forgotten to turn off the security camera in the makeshift torture room.
Show me, please.
I'm not who you think I am.
You're Malik, a SIRS officer and a leaky fucking twat.
It's not me. I swear to God. Please, please.
If those Albion jackboot botherers think they can kill him before we've had a word, they're sorely mistaken. Bagley, let's have a location, dear.
That is totally uncalled for.
Easy now. I'm with DedSec. You rang us.
Of course. You shouldn't have come here. Now they'll know for sure I've betrayed them.
We just saved your hide.
No, you've just damned us both. Look, I'll upload the intelligence onto an anonymous FTP. It'll explain everything.
Better idea. You explain everything.
My name is Richard Malik. I'm an intelligence analyst. I believe Zero Day are rogue SIRS officers who framed you for the bombings to seize power. Now they're murdering or blackmailing anyone who threatens them, which now somehow includes me.
Right. We'll see what Bagley makes of your intel. Don't make me regret this.
That I can't promise.
Malik has made his way out, and now I suggest you do the same.
He's a shifty prick, but that isn't necessarily a bad thing. We ought to look at his information.
All right, 1 second.
Bagley, examine his intel and call a meeting.
I'm here. Are you ready to begin?
Here's the gist. Malik's intelligence checks out. A rogue faction of SIRS officers framed DedSec for the bombings to consolidate power over the government. But now they've noticed that some people are standing up to the new order, and they're blaming you.
I believe these are the people you call Zero Day. I don't know their names, but it's safe to assume they have a ringleader. And in my experience overseas, removing the leader...
Of course, if we stop the leader, we stop Zero Day. But why have you come to us now?
2 weeks ago, a shell company connected with Zero Day's operations imported 40 kilos of Semtex from an old Soviet bloc depot. But it never left London, which means Zero Day is planning a bombing that will make those earlier bombings look like a bonfire. And I think I know why.
As we're all now painfully aware, false flag attacks are a common propaganda tool for despots. Kill a load of people and the rest fall into line behind whoever says they won't let it happen again. In this case, Zero Day.
Which means we both want to discover who's pulling Zero Day strings and stop them.
We need to get hold of the personnel dossiers of anyone connected with the earlier bombings and their cover-up. Then Malik and I can analyze their common connections and work out who's in charge of Zero Day.
And I'll be on the comm to observe.
So if Malik's right, Zero Day are some kind of shadowy cabal of spies who blew up half the city to secretly take control of the government. But now they're pissed off that someone's standing up to them, so they're going to do it again. That's awful.
I agree. You'd think they'd come up with something besides another bombing. Bit of a double beat, isn't it?
Sabine, are we to blame for this? Zero Day may never have gone back to bombings if we didn't oppose them.
Cut that victim-blaming shit. I'd rather get blown up 1,000 times than lie down just so some wannabe tyrants can stamp on my face.
I'm here.
You're stealing SIR's personnel dossiers. The organization is strictly compartmentalized, so they aren't stored in one central location.
Spying on the spies. It's about bloody time someone did. I'm assuming you have a plan.
SIRS uses a supercomputer called Filament to process information drawn from the CTOS network. It's like Noodle if you could use it to search every document on every civilian, government, or commercial device everywhere in the United Kingdom. Instantly.
Dear God.
You can be horrified if you want, but it's saved thousands of lives. Get access to a Filament terminal and I'll provide you with the search terms.
Oh, heavier than you look.
So this is Filament. Impressive. I can help you break in, but we're going to leave a trail, unless of course Malik has an idea.
There. I persuaded Filament Security to log that Spiderbot's activity as system maintenance.
You're being awfully helpful for a professional spook.
It's not like the movies. Spies aren't the police. I believe in working with the lesser evils like DedSec to protect society from the greater ones.
So why did Zero Day kill all my friends?
There are differing schools of thought.
I have the dossiers, and now I'm leaving.
Good work.
I've got the personnel files here.
Right, so we do a simple CTOS contact analysis and work out who's in charge of Zero Day. I'll have it done before you could say Guantanamo.
I'll handle the classified data, thank you very much.
It would be so much faster if I worked with you in order to do this.
The people in these dossiers are connected, but not necessarily complicit. It will take intelligence expertise to separate the wheat from the chaff. And when I discover something actionable, I will contact you.
He's disconnected. Pleasant fella. I have Malik for you.
Put him through, please.
We have to meet. There's been a complication. I can't access the files you stole.
I beg your pardon.
The files are locked, and a moment after we got them, I received this.
Hello, Richard. We see you're trying to find us by looking into our associates. That's a good idea. Hope you don't mind if we borrow it. Who was your masked savior, we wonder?
I've sent Bagley the coordinates for a meeting. I hope I don't need to explain why this is a priority.
No, don't get up. I need a high-ranking SIRS officer's biometrics, eyes and fingers.
You're speaking gibberish, young man. We're wasting time.
Keep your voice down. The data was encrypted.
Nothing young Master Bagley can't crack.
Not faster than I could, and I've tried. It's hopeless in the time we have. Look, if you don't help me, Zero Day wins, which means we all die.
Oh, for the love of... So snip off a few fingers.
No. High-res photos will do. The problem is it has to be the acting Home Office liaison, and SIRS will burn their credentials if they're attacked. It's protocol. So you'll have to get them the old-fashioned way.
You mean torture?
Christ, no. Develop a relationship. Get someone close and take the photos covertly.
All right, easy peasy.
This part of the craft can be ugly. Send someone who can handle it.
Bagley, a little help, dear?
I suggest you begin your relationship with the SIRS Home Office liaison the way you would with anyone, by meticulously poring over every detail of their life and hunting them down.
Do go on.
The SIRS Home Office liaison is the bridge between the government and its intelligence service. Their office at Downing Street would be a good place to start your relationship.
That's the plan, then.
Download complete. Now scarf her or they'll kill you for sure. Got it. 16 email threads indicate the Home Office liaison is a right lush. She spends most of her time down at the Three Hawker Boys. If you want to start a relationship with her, that's as good a place as any.
Tell me how to get there.
Done. That's her.
My, you have a very nice rump. Do people still say that? Rump. What do you prefer?
Ooh, if that's how you treat a one-liner, I shudder to think of what you do with two. Goodbye.
Oh, we seem a bit cross. How about a pint on me?
Oh, I'm in a great mood, actually. It's just that I'm wasting my scant leisure time fending off the advances of a haggard swamp creature.
Fuck you.
Not even in your wildest dreams, sweetie.
I'm still learning the nuances of human interaction, but my analysis indicates that you aren't her type.
Whatever would I do without you, Bagley?
Quit your whining. There's plenty of fish in the sea, and we've got the biggest saltwater aquarium in town. At least one of our fish is bound to be fuckable.
Do go on.
Just try someone else. Maybe a man this time.
Welcome to our little family, love. DedSec is thrilled to have you.
Thanks. I'm ready to bring real justice where it's needed.
Brilliant.
I really should visit more of the city.
Relax, okay? Everything is cool. Stop taking a piss. Oh, calm down, okay? You're making it cool.
Yes, hello. How are you? Just wondering. Have we ever matched an invite before?
If we didn't, I'm going to have their CEO killed.
Oh, please don't. That may not be entirely true for you now.
Careful who you fib to. Someone almost died.
Oh, we wouldn't want that to happen now, would we?
I should say. Shall we move this conversation somewhere a bit more private?
Oh, my. Didn't know you could do that. What other secrets are you hiding?
What can I say? I'm a man of mystery.
So after all that, did you acquire the biometric data?
Oh, yes. I got the biometrics. I can be very persuasive when I need to be.
Yes! Smashed it! What now?
It seems you'll have to maintain the ruse a bit longer. The upload is still going and I have an incoming connection from the liaison.
Put her on.
Enough crap. Who the hell are you? You working for the Russians? China? Fucking America?
What about Belgium? Can't I be working for Belgium?
Oh, do shut up.
Upload complete. Malik is on the line. I'm sure he'll be very grateful and polite.
This will have to do. We can meet at Westminster Abbey to discuss the results. And I wanted to say, you performed somewhat better than anticipated.
Was that supposed to be a compliment?
He's disconnected.
Seriously, for real?
You've arrived at Westminster Abbey, final resting place of noted cousin fucker King Edward I.
Is that relevant, Bagley?
It is if you're his cousin. Anyway, have a seat. I'll notify Malik you've arrived.
I have to walk away. I haven't slept in 76 hours. I can't do this.
You're just tired.
No, I'm afraid. I know who runs Zero Day, and I don't think I can beat her.
You don't have to. Just give me the name. I'm not asking.
All right. I'm trusting you with this. My analysis indicates that Zero Day is led by the current director of SIR's counter-terrorism, Emma Child. Legend has it she's the reason that Gorbachev survived the coup in '91, but more than that, she's my friend. She mentored me through my first field assignment years ago.
This must be hard then.
Wait. There's always a margin of error. If you go after Emma and I'm wrong, you'll have her and Zero Day to contend with. Confirm it's her before you do anything.
We'll be careful.
Be right. Or we'll both be dead.
I hate to agree with a career snoop, but Malik's right. We need to tread carefully here. This is the head of SIR's fucking counter-terrorism we're moving against.
Easy now. We're not moving against anyone yet. My child is just a lead until we get to know more.
Okay, I can live with that. So how do we find her?
Bagley, scan SIR's dossiers, will you? If we find out who's working for her, we may be able to intercept their communications.
Done.
Oh, aren't you clever? But we can't just wait around for them to slip up and blab Emma Child's location. We have to make them slip up and call a meeting with her. So we do something big, something old school DedSec. Really scare the shit out of them.
Emma Child is the head of SIRS counter-terror, which coordinates operations with Albion out of the old MI6 building. So, if we were to break in and leave a message that we know will get back to her...
That's a good plan. Let's make it happen.
That is the old MI6 building, one of the most prominent intelligence organizations in the world. But now, thanks to SIRS taking over, the dark heart of every secret scheme and bloody coup in the whole of Europe. So, no huge difference, really.
Right, I'm on top of this. I think.
Bagley, don't scare him. You just have to find the central server room and connect us. We'll do the rest. You've got this. That's the case file server there. That's the case file server there. Connect Bagley and we'll take care of it.
All right.
Quick mission update, but you have to promise not to be mad.
I won't. Tell me.
Well, since you didn't promise, I can't give you the details, but suffice to say there's an absolute piss monsoon of Albion goons heading your way.
Shots fired!
Big shots out here! Done.
Holy shit. I'm just glad we're on the same side.
Well fucking done, fam. Get out of there and we'll bail you when we got something.
Look at that. Your plan worked. There's more buzz coming from Emma Child's organization than a nest of randy wasps.
Well, that was awfully fast.
Well, I may have sent everyone in Child's inner circle security footage of your little MI6 operation, just to speed things up a bit.
Is that safe?
No, not really. But then you're a violent insurgent who runs around in a colourful mask, punching mercenaries, stealing top-secret intelligence and driving through street cafes. Defined safe.
Fair enough. So what do we do now?
A small group is meeting with Emma Child in a parking garage. They've switched off the CCTV cameras, but if you connect me to the building's CTOS hub, I can switch them back on, because I'm very clever.
Fairly obvious what to do then.
Reminder, this is the parking garage where Emma Child is meeting with her inner circle. Malik has asked that you confirm she really is in charge of Zero Day before we do anything. So try and hack the camera system to see if we can get a look at that meeting.
It's too much of a coincidence. He slips away and our case server gets hit. Richard Malik is behind this.
I've got wetwork assets on standby, Mrs. Child. Malik is dead the moment he surfaces.
What do you mean, the moment he surfaces? Are you telling me we have nothing?
Yes, ma'am. For lack of a better word, he's vanished. Hasn't been at work, hasn't been at home, hasn't bought anything with a card.
Of course he hasn't. He's not a moron. He knows our tools. We can't rely on filament. We have to use our fucking eyes and ears.
He may have left London. Perhaps he's hiding out in the country.
This is why all these excuses smell like horse shit.
We do have a supporting theory, Mum. We think Malik's been in contact with DedSec. It could be they're hiding him.
He's treating London like enemy territory. He's made contact with the local insurgency and got them working with him. So, here's what we're gonna do. Reallocate all resources to the DedSec file. If we shake that tree long enough, Malik's bound to fall out. Do your fucking jobs. Get out there and kill some terrorists.
Bags, get Malik on the line.
He's not answering.
Sweet. Then I'm moving in.
Shit, you're right. Go. This might be our only chance.
Emma Child just opened a secure optic link to the Home Secretary. If you really want to clear your names for the bombings, this may be your chance to gather the evidence. Get close to the car and I can hack in. Plugging you into Emma Child's comm. Try to drive casually.
This is Director Child coding in.
Auto drive now
Kilo
enabled.
Alpha Kilo 711.
Code and voice print confirmed. You're on a secure line to the Home Office, Director.
Hold on, Mr. Secretary. I seem to have a communications anomaly. Probably nothing, but let's switch channels to be safe.
Well, that's annoying. Stay close and I'll see if I can get them
Auto
back.
drive now disabled.
Well, she definitely noticed that. Get after her before she escapes.
We're reallocating resources to the DedSec file. Mr. Secretary, I wanted to bring this up directly because of the recent incident with your liaison to the service.
Oh, God. You think that was DedSec? I thought we'd chalk that up to your problem child, that, Malik, was it?
Yes, that's the sensitive bit, Mr. Secretary. There's new evidence that suggests Malik may be working with DedSec.
For fuck's sake, Emma, this is a disaster.
It's under control. Shit, sorry, Tom, but we have to switch channels again. One moment.
Oh, it seems this conspiracy goes all the way to the top. Or close to it, anyway. Stay nearby, we've almost got it.
Learn to drive, you fucking asshole.
And just how exactly is any of this under control, Emma?
Because one of them is currently hacking into my car's comm. That's where those anomalies are coming from.
You sound suspiciously calm about that.
This isn't my first day, Tom. I'm not in the car. It's a decoy. But it does have an active beacon that's calling Albion down right on top of them as we speak. I'll have one of them in custody within an hour.
That was me disconnecting this time. You had better run. I have Malik for you.
I'm going underground. I can't risk direct contact anymore.
Hello? Did you hear her? She's sizing you up for a body bag. That not clear enough for you?
I did hear her. She knows I'm working with you, which means she's closer than I thought. I'm sorry, but we're out of time. Goodbye.
Woo! This is a blast! Got the hang of this DedSec thing. Please, sir, may I have another?
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
Not sure if I should say thanks, Bagley.
Some days may want to mute the robot as well, but it's more help than not.
dickhead.
Fuck him. We know who's behind Zero Day now. We don't need him. We just have to find her.
As it happens, when I was getting intimate with the MI6 server, I came across a list of SIRS safe houses scattered throughout the city. There are quite a few, though.
Yeah, but we have that data on child supporters, don't we? Bagley can cross-reference their GPS signals to that list, see where they've been.
Brilliant. Prioritize them by likelihood, Bags. Let's get this bitch.
You're near an Emma Child's hideout. Poke around to see if you can find a clue.
Piss easy. I got this. Fuck! Don't move! Don't Hands move! Up!
Terribly sorry, everyone, but one of your teammates has been kidnapped.
What the hell? SIRS has got to be behind this. That was way too clever for Albion acting on their own. The question's why.
Well, they're being tortured for information about Malik, of course. I thought that was obvious when we saw that meeting where Emma Child said, and I'm paraphrasing, kidnap someone and torture them for information about Malik.
Fuck. We have to find Malik. Bags, there's got to be some way to get him a signal.
Sure, I've marked a location for you. In his eagerness to leave in a huff, Malik failed to encrypt his last message. It was almost too easy to trace it back to his safe house.
What's your point, blood?
Malik has a stick so far up his arse it controls his thoughts. By now, he'll have noticed his error and moved. But there's no way he isn't monitoring that safe house computer. If we use it to send a message like, return our calls or we tell Child everything, I'm sure the stick will compel him to listen.
Worth a shot, yeah?
Agreed. Let's get this done.
Malik's safe house is somewhere around here, but it will be well hidden. Maybe have a look for a slightly off-color brick or an inconspicuous lever.
Bagley, could use some help.
Right. It seems Malik's made some upgrades to security. And since he's both a security expert and a paranoid lunatic, I don't know if you can handle this one. Well, I can. Haha. Did you like that? With the drone? Pretty good, right?
Wow, look at you.
Thank you. Look, if we know anything about Malik, it's that he thinks he's much cleverer than he is. Which means as soon as I start, some drones or something are going to come after me. So just watch my back, all right?
Copy that.
Ha! Drone bays. I knew it. Oh, come on, Malik. Make it hard, at least. All that big talk and security drones is all you've got, you hack. Oh, I'm Malik, and I think I can analyze SIRS dossiers faster than Bagley, but my idea of heavy security is automated proxy jumping. Please. All right, you ready?
I'm in.
Lovely jubbly. Really, Malik? Do you really think I'll be fooled by this thing? Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll work out soon. Aha! You just thought I'd get obsessed with the brilliant little details and miss the larger structure, didn't you, Malik? That's actually pretty clever, but not cleverer than me. Ah! Message encoded using the same cipher he used earlier, set to repeat every 15 seconds.
Good job, everybody. Now we just have to convince Malik to help us get our friend back.
Excellent.
And thank you. I know this is getting scary, but you're all brave as fuck. I'm proud to call you my friends.
Incoming connection from an unknown encrypted source.
Malik, patching through.
You had better have a very good reason for threatening me, or this conversation will be very short.
Your friend Emma Child nabbed one of our operatives. She's probably asking about you.
I see. As it happens, I've been keeping tabs on Emma. But I have a condition. The Semtex is still missing, and if I have any hope of recovering it, I need you to take Emma alive.
Yeah, all right.
Right then. SIRS uses construction sites to interrogate short-term arrests. They're isolated, and it's easy to hide bodies. And my sources tell me Emma just turned up at one.
Yes? And?
If your operative hasn't turned already, that's probably where she'll have him.
Copy that.
The longer your operative is in captivity, the longer Emma has to work on him. Find your friend before they talk, and capture Emma. Good luck.
This is the construction site where Malik thinks Emma Child is holding our operative, which checks out. Security's tighter than a rubber glove and a bowling ball.
Message received.
I have a call from... Strange. This isn't what...
Stop! You fucking idiots!
Who is this?
Emma Child, Director of SIR's Counter-Terrorism. You are making a terrible error here. You cannot...
Get off my voice channel. Apologies, everyone. Took a moment to work out how they hacked us.
Don't worry about it, Bagley.
On the plus side, it seems Malik's lead was good. It's likely she'll keep our operative close to use as leverage. You should find him wherever you find Child.
I could have left a fucking bomb in there. Do you want to know why I didn't?
Reckon you're gonna tell me?
Because we have something in common.
Richard Malik stabbed both of us in the back. Watch.
Albion's new policing contract as promised. Everything set your end.
Oh, it will be. But first you're gonna tell me what this is really about.
All right. I'm infiltrating a terrorist group called DedSec. I'm setting up a meeting with them, and your men will capture me before DedSec arrives. So it has to look real. They can't know it's a setup.
You are a piece of work, Richard. What the hell are you getting out of this?
Dead terrorists.
I can't prove it yet, but I think Malik was involved in the bombings and the cover-up. What's more, I think he and his conspirators are planning to do it again.
That's what he said about you.
He would. It's basic tradecraft. Want to sell a lie, weave it into the truth.
So we're just supposed to trust you instead?
I had something more transactional in mind. I have your operative. Help me kill Malik, and you get them back. That door will unlock in 30 seconds.
Hold on. Does this mean Malik is running 0 day?
Impossible to say for sure, but it does look that way. We do know for sure that he's trying to set us up for the next attack.
You know how I feel, but this is risky. It has to be your call.
Let's do it. Even if Malik isn't with 0 day, he clearly wants us dead.
Wicked. So how do we do this shit then?
If you're seriously asking how to kill Malik, I have ideas. A lot of ideas.
What's there to talk about? We drew him out, and pow! Turn his brains into fart, bruv.
Yes, that would work, but it's not very much fun. Oh, you want to poison him at least? We haven't poisoned anybody yet.
Thanks, Bagley. But I like the idea of just shooting him.
Noted. I'll contact Child and tell her DedSec has agreed to help. I have Malik for you. Remember, you want to convince him to meet you somewhere public so we can install some air cooling in his skull.
Right. Let's do it.
Do you have Emma Child?
No. We have a situation on our hands. We need to meet.
What happened?
She knew we were coming. I think we've got a leak. Could use your help finding it. Can you meet? Maybe Piccadilly?
No. Piccadilly's crawling with Albion. How about Trafalgar Square?
How does that sound, Bagley?
Trafalgar Square is optimal.
Good, it's decided. I'll see you soon.
He's disconnected.
All right, let's talk to Child. It's about time we save our friend.
Capital.
Yes. What?
We're ready to move. Bagley will send you the details. Time to hold up your end of the deal. Where's our friend?
You can have them when Richard is dead.
No. You return them now or we walk. Non-negotiable.
Fine. As a show of trust, I'll order a hot drop at a random location. I will not, however, waste anyone covering them. So get there fast if you want them back in one piece.
There's our missing friend. Uncuff them and send them back to the safe house.
Are you okay? Yeah. This was only like, the third most traumatizing thing ever to happen to me, but, it's all good. Sweet.
Splendid. As soon as they return, I'll be sure to issue them a pair of fresh underpants. Now, let's get Sub on over to Trafalgar Square.
Agreed. Time to end this.
Emma Child for you.
Good. I can see you. Let's go over the plan. The Canadians loaned me an office across the square, so I can keep an eye on you. God bless the Commonwealth. So, here's what's going to happen. There are 4 snipers covering the angles. Here, 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 and here. Your job is to locate Malik. And when you're sure it's him, scratch your eyebrow. That confirms the target. Then count to 2 and duck.
So what's to stop you from killing me too?
I've seen what you people are capable of when you're pissed off. If you don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you. How does that sound?
Alright, let's do this.
Fire team leader, report.
No sign of Malik, Mum. Nice clear shot on this dead sick prick, though.
Don't tempt me. Fuck. Where the hell is he?
I don't fucking like this, bruv.
I don't like it either. Shit. I don't have a filament terminal in here. I'll have to request one. Bear with me. This will take a while.
Bagley, help out, bruv.
Oh, if only every person in London was required to wear a piece of high-tech surveillance equipment. Start hacking optics, and I'll see if any of them caught sight of Malik.
Alright, cool, I'm all over it.
I'll scrub their body cam memory to see if it got a look at Malik. That's him by the litter bin. He's either leaving a dead drop or trying to eat out on the cheap.
What the shit is happening?
Fuck. Malik may be doing his laundry. It's a technique for losing a surveillance team. If so, that dead drop has a second meeting location in it.
What, is he onto us?
I don't think so. He'd vanish if he thought there was a real threat. I'll put the shooters on standby while we readjust.
Fuck, what is happening?
Did you really think I could be outsmarted by Nigel bloody Cass? He recorded that meeting because I wanted him to. It got to Emma Child because I wanted it to. And now law enforcement has full profiles on all of you. If you want to live, get on the ground and put your hands on your head.
You can shove your demands up your ass, you dickhead.
No, you misunderstand. I meant so the shrapnel doesn't hit you.
They're over here!
Stand down! Get out of there! Run!
Fuck's sake!
Charles, it's too late! Get the fuck out!
I'm putting an end to this. Over.
Yo, does anyone know why I'm suddenly wanted? Did someone gas us up? Yeah, same here. What the fuck?
It seems Malik wasn't bluffing. Your faces are all over the news, and not in a cool way.
Fucking madness. Hey, Bags, let's get everyone to the safe house and debrief.
This is a message for DedSec. I believe Richard Malik is about to murder me in some gruesome way. If you see Malik, tell him
Canada House was destroyed by a series of explosions, and an individual known to be part of the DedSec organization was seen on CCTV attempting to flee the area. SIRS new Director of Counterterrorism Richard Malik issued the following statement.
I call upon my counterparts around the world to treat the DedSec threat with all due vigilance. They are not a resistance. What are they resisting? They are an international terrorist militia. And along with my counterparts in the Five Eyes nations, I am building an...
You get the idea. You're fucked.
Hey, man can't walk down the street no more. Let's just do him in already.
Yes, I wouldn't recommend that. All scenarios show DedSec's odds of survival approaching 0 before he can be found. Malik probably worked out the same thing.
Yeah, some of us had some thoughts on that. Bagley, what are you saying?
Done. The working theory is this. Blowing up a government building like Canada House would require bribes, an infiltration team, materiel, and so on. Doing it without leaving a paper trail would be impossible. Some of you nicknamed this paper trail the Malik dossier. We're going to break into SRS headquarters, steal it, and prove Malik was behind the bombing. If we're lucky, we might even find some details on 0 Day. Your missions list has been updated.
Hey, one more thing. I know Malik's currently our best lead on 0 Day and the bombings, but he's fucking dangerous. If you see him, don't try to take him alive. It's not worth it.
On the contrary, I think what Malik knows about 0 Day and the bombings outweighs the well-being of any individual operative. Malik ought to be taken alive and interrogated.
Public approval of SIRS shot up today following Counter-Terror Director Malik's statement that the Five Eyes nations will execute a coordinated global response to the DedSec threat.
Mr. Malik, what is the service doing to protect the people of Britain right now?
Well, we're aiming a little higher than just Britain. Soon we can know if anyone in any CTOS-using country in the world so much as utters the word DedSec. Thank you.
SIRS advises citizens that positive discussions of the DedSec terrorist organization or their actions may result in investigation. In breaking news, a large explosion has occurred at the Canadian High Commission in Trafalgar Square. SIRS has issued a statement that the terrorist organization DedSec is active once again after months of relative silence. If you suspect anyone of being a member of DedSec, report them to SIRS immediately using your CSAY app.
I'm here. What's the objective?
We're here to find some documents we're calling the Malik dossier. Basically, it's the paper trail that proves Malik was behind the Canada House bombings. Problem is, these documents won't be on one computer. They'll be on dozens, scattered across the country.
So what do we do?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Let's have Malik take it.
SIRS uses a supercomputer called Filament to process information drawn from the CTOS network. It's like Noodle, if you could use it to search every document on every civilian, government or commercial device everywhere in the United Kingdom, instantly.
You clever bastard.
Break in and connect Bagley to a Filament administrative terminal. He'll do the rest.
As usual, in order to access the Filament admin terminal from your optic interface, you'll have to align the SIRS satellite network with my packet stream from Bloom Tower. Well done. Now I should be able to stream myself into SIRS's nasty little snoop computer, head to the basement and hack the Filament admin terminal. There's an intruder in the building security systems. Sorry, channel is being hacked.
I've taken control of building security. But I'd prefer to end this bloodlessly, if you're willing to listen to reason.
Don't fucking listen. 0 Day took over Parliament security right before the bombings. This is their MO.
What are you talking about? I want DedSec gone, but no one else needs to die. You've proven yourselves very skilled, and I could put those skills to use. Join me. You can still make something of your lives.
Join 0 Day? That will be a hard pass.
0 Day? No, I mean SIRS. You've practically been working for me anyway. And besides, we have a lot in common. We both use violence and manipulation to shape London into something better. The only difference is I know what I want it to be. Strong, stable, unified, safe. This is what I value. What about you?
You blew up an embassy. That's what you call safety?
Fine. If we can't convince each other, then I suppose killing will have to do.
Central server is Filament's admin terminal. Connect me to it to gain access. Shit, we've been locked out. Oh, and it seems Malik deployed the microwave drones.
Come again?
Microwave drones, one of Filament's novel intrusion countermeasures. They use little microwave cannons to selectively destroy compromised hardware, sort of like chemotherapy for computers. The server room automatically seals itself while they're deployed.
Thoughts?
Try hijacking one of the microwave drones and use it to shoot the other ones down. Drones down, server room unlocked. And buggery fuck, Malik has locked me out. He must have a hard line to the server.
Thoughts?
A full power cycle will reset his connection and give us enough time to complete the intrusion. But Filament uses 3 quantum processors with independent power. We'll have to reboot each individually.
Right, reset the power.
Close enough. Could you do something about this drone? It can't seem to take a fucking hint. Would you look at this? A chain of custody documents for 40 kilos of Semtex. It ricochets through a dozen shell companies, but ultimately ends up registered to an address in Southall. And would you guess who lived across the street from it for 30 years? Victoria and Imran Malik, parents to one Richard.
That doesn't prove a thing.
Fuck off, you stupid drone. This isn't a picnic and I haven't got any jam. Well, this one is heartwarming and incriminating. It seems that the areas of Canada House immediately around the bomb were evacuated in an unscheduled drill. I have an email chain here between the facilities director and an anonymous SIRS account. Funny that didn't make the news.
You think it's incriminating that I tried to minimize the loss of life? Come on, that's so spinnable, I'm motion sick.
Look at this. It's an unredacted mission report for 2 SIRS agents instructed to plant explosives as part of a training exercise, and it's signed and dated by the Home Secretary himself.
Seems it's a bad day to be the secretary.
Exciting! Did you know that the head of security for Canada House had a daughter stuck in a Cairo jail, and that she was pardoned the week before the explosion? Why, he would certainly owe a very, very big favor to the SRS officer who pressured the Egyptians, wouldn't he?
I suppose he would.
Seems that Malik's given up having the microwave drones destroy compromised hardware. Now he's got them targeting you. The effect will be about the same, though. What do we have here? Straight from your own laptop, Malik. Case files on all these little silos you've been running. Honestly, you might as well have titled this Evil Bomb Conspiracy Doc.
That's enough. You can't do this. You mustn't do this. I won't allow it.
Independent power has been rebooted. Return to the central core to complete the cycle.
Well done, Bagley. Now, let's get this Egypt.
With pleasure. I'm fully integrated with Filament, and it seems Malik didn't quite have time to cover his tracks. I believe I can trace his position.
Do it.
All right, let's find you. Too old, too young, too ugly, too female. Ah, there he is. Hello, Malik. You've been disconnected. Is it just me, or does he look constipated? Right, wouldn't be a briefcase wanker without his briefcase. Oh look, seems someone's locked the door on him. Don't worry, there's no way that's going to... Oh no, it worked.
Oi, what the hell, mate?
Well, that's a wrinkle, isn't it? Is he seriously going to try to get away in a car? A car connected to the city-spanning network of automated surveillance devices? That I control.
Auto drive now enabled.
Fuck! Hello again. You know, for all your scheming, you don't exactly think quickly under pressure.
What's next?
I sent the Malik dossier to every media outlet from the GBB to the Aberystwyth Sheep Farmers Gazette. It may take some time to sort through, but it ought to clear DedSec's name. At least for this particular thing.
And our friend Malik?
Made the mistake of getting into a self-driving car that owed me a favor. It's taking him to a secure location.
Question, why the fuck are we not driving that car straight into the river?
Believe me, I'd love to. But he might be part of Zero Day. I just don't know how this all fits together, but we need to find out.
You hear that, Malik? You're going to help us for real this time.
Bloody hell, you insane robot! Slow down!
Malik has been secured at the safe house.
All right. Now that we have him, we should talk to him. Find out what he knows about Zero Day. Just don't get too close to him, all right? As long as he's alive, he's a threat.
We have your number, Malik. You were behind the embassy bombing, and Tone, and all the others. It's time to fess up to it, young man.
The earlier bombings, what are you... Oh, God, I've been captured by morons. I didn't do those bombings. I tried to stop those bombings. I am a patriot, and they called me a crank. Even Emma. But that's when I knew that intelligence wasn't enough. To save the Empire, I would need power, and fast.
But you knew all about Zero Day when we spoke.
I'm a spy. So yes, I knew a few details about the biggest terrorist attack in recent memory. Truth to tell, I really did think Zero Day was you. That's just Occam's razor. But if you insist on a conspiracy, Albion stood the most to gain. Have you really not thought of this?
Even if you aren't Zero Day, you've been a naughty young man. And may you rot in here.
Oh, I doubt I'll be here long. These walls will fall along with all of you soon enough. This radical cooperative you created is doomed to fail, like they all are. I've seen it a dozen times in a dozen places. You will tear yourselves apart. You won't even need Zero Day or Albion or whoever. A single unified ideology, a single strong leader. These have been the characteristics of power for all of human history. Democracy and pluralism were anomalies, blips on the timeline. That's what you are, DedSec. A footnote in the history of the Empire. But now the page is turning, and you are not ready for what happens next.